Lord of the Rings Challenge official rules. Win one game with every legendary creature in Lord of the Rings Tales of Middle-earth as my commander in Historic Brawl. Every deck is built from scratch. I put a half an hour into building this deck. Wins before turn 4 do not count. Judge? I must cast my commander in the game. Come here, little buddy. Every game is played on desktop and recorded. Definitely meets the requirements 1-1 and best of 1 to rule them all. This is the Lord of the Rings. Today on Lord of the Rings, we start with Rosie Cotton of South Lane, a commander with some sweet token and +1/+1 counter synergy. So besides having a lot of different cards that trigger off the +1/+1 counters or gaining 3 life from food like Book of Exalted Deeds, we also have an infinite combo with a little card called Animation Module and Ashnod's Altar. Not going to spend too much time on the intros here as it's get in, get out, and get done. So let's get to it. Rosie Cotton of South Lane, you're up next in the Lord of the Rings. This looks like a fair fight. Atraxa Grand Unifier versus Rosie Cotton of South Lane. I would like to thank the matchmaker in all of its wisdom. Let's go. And they have a turn 1 elf. That's cool. Love that for us. Gotta slow him down somehow. Gotta slow him down somehow. Could you chill? Three turns, 3 ramps. Commander. Token created. Snapping into the north. Awesome. At least they didn't hit another land drop. Alright, so next turn they're on 6. Ring a ding dong. Gotta find a way to kill that. Absolutely nothing but ramp out of the opponent. Sacrifice 3 other creatures, not artifacts. I mean, you can do that if you want. Our opponent's threat assessment is sus. This does not kill the freaking key, does it? Nice attack. All right, draw. Nothing for the key. I'm sure they'll draw the untapped land, but we'll make them do it. I don't think I've ever seen somebody not draw the untapped land when they need it for Atraxa. Well, Veil is useless, but they don't have to take it. They'll take the counter spell. They can take an Amber here. Narset and Invasion. It's not the greatest, if we're being real. Now, do they have a way out of the intervention? I don't think they do at this stage. Module. Half the combo. Half the combo. And we've got the Inventor's Fair. If we let them untap with the counterspell, though, that's not going to happen. So, casting that, probably not good. I think it's definitely a punishment. Attack. Now we have choices. Very weird choices. We probably want to play just as much as possible, and we want to hold artifacts. Because artifacts you can play for free if Ugin resolves. The problem is that the counterspell is not going to let that happen. So we want to play something expensive this turn. So that's Elspeth.
I have been This is our fight to win.
You sound weird, Elspeth. What's up? Oh, Jesus Christ. No. Just why? Why? They top deck that? Okay. On the play against Jenny Faye. This hand looks fun. Curse you, Jenny. You'd mean nothing to me. Duelist. Might be drawing cards next turn. This could be the game. Samwise Gamgee, 2/2. Whenever a non-token creature enters, make a food token. That's really good in Jenny Faye. I like that. Some good tech. Draw. Beautiful. Innkeeper, make food, make treasure. Here we go. Let the pop-off begin. Hey! Lame. Very lame sauce. All right. What do we do here? We got a fragment reality. Let's get down the vampire. Hold up the fragment. You might play Jenny Faye. And chill. That's a pretty good card to get rid of. And we can do it with the trigger on the stack so they don't get the landfall. And they get a Skrelv, which is great. I won't target any more of their stuff. Look at the food coming out of them. I could use some of that. Power 2 or less. Darn it, it'll have a power of 3. What have I done? You got also Mirix to draw a card. Put a counter on the welcoming vampire swing. Probably better to get Karn going though. Mirix is even better with Karn on the field.
Evil cannot withstand a righteous army.
Get him. Gross. Haven't seen that card in a minute, but it's good at applying pressure to planeswalkers. That I remember. That counts? That win counts? That's it? We're gonna try to do a victory lap because I would love to pull off the combo. I have a feeling that Saruman of many colors won't let us do a thing. Not a thing. Castle Lock Plane. Give him the curse. Wrong order, by the way. Already tilted. Should have gotten down the drum. Could have raised into curse next turn if I wanted. And we get spiked. Do you intentionally keep OP cards out of your deck list to avoid Hell Q? Cards in your deck list do not matter for Hell Q. All that matters is your command zone. In Historic Brawl, your deck composition does not matter. Am I walking into a trap? I think I am. I think I'm walking into a trap. Let's pass. Maybe a negate? Hopefully we just punish them for having Field of Ruin in their 3-color deck with our basics approach to mana. Commander on the battlefield. Oh, baby. Suddenly we're cooking. Suddenly we're cooking. No player commander?
If you wish to surrender now, meditate
Lame.
and prepare.
Gotta watch out for this Narset. Try not to run our card draw into this Narset. The One Ring. Yeah, that's pretty nice. Down to 9. Narset off the field. Play around Mana Tithe. Don't need to. Play around Sensor. Play around Sensor. Draw and draw. Beautiful hand. Okay then, we have drawn plenty of land in this one. The ring's protection is here. Kind of rude, not gonna lie, but hey, counters on the Ozolith. Aha! Who dis? Yeah. And sweet. Target creature. You. Where are you going? You have protection. All right, we need to remove a counter from this to make the token. Now, putting another counter here won't draw a card, and we know it's kind of a removal magnet. Let's put on the shield counter creature. Ah, shuffle your ring away. We got him. Absolutely got him. Come on, at least play your commander. Ah, they needed white mana this whole time. I see. Wait. Oh, draw the altar, draw the altar. Failed. Failed, failed, failed. Is that game? All right, took on Time Warp, took on the Ring, no problem. Made a case for Lost to Legend, picking on rings. Next commander up is Aragorn, company leader. This is a +1/+1 counters commander, and there are other fun things that can happen when the ring tempts you, but for the most part, because it's hard to get tempted in these colors with reasonable cards, we built around the +1/+1 counter synergy, and it is surprisingly stronger than normal. I don't play +1/+1 counters often, but I think you'll be impressed with this one. So let's get to it. Aragorn, company leader, you're next. On the play against Jor Kadeen, first gold warning equipment, and it's going to come fast and furious. We do not have a green source, which means we do nothing till turn 3, at which point Rosie and question mark mulligan. The mana is tough in these sometimes. This hand is way better. Nothing molds to like 6 and 5 in historic Brawl more than 2-color decks. Especially aggressive ones. Esper Sentinel. Mox Amber. Cool. Opponent also kept a good hand. Aragorn, lead the company. Somebody get me tempted by the ring. We have a way to get more counters on things, but we don't have a way to make more counters next turn. But we can curse them. Unless they play Jor Kadeen here and now. Hopefully they don't. Balls. Right? Find a way to kill it. The Johns. Get this down. Try combat first. We're still naming Jor. We'll find a way to kill it someday. I imagine painful things are about to happen to me. But we might be able to go bigger. We've been ripped apart. Why'd they rip apart the mentor? Boros control, hello? Okay. Just send you back? Or do we try to do something more explosive? Let's try again. Boros control. You got some equipment, or you just messing with me? Sure. Why do you have Angel Fire Ignition in your equipment deck? Okay. Okay. Whenever you put one or more counters on Aragorn, put one of each of those kinds of counters on up to one other target creature. So let's play Hopeful. Submit. Go big. And up to one other target creature. I see. 7/7 coming to visit. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Old. Merrily, 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 merrily. You know the rest. Sing. Robber at post-combat. Wow. I believe this works the way I want it to. Hello. That's just running into Doom, unfortunately. But these two have lifelink and indestructible counters? Or is it just lifelink? Hold on. Let me see. Lifelink counter. Lifelink and indestructible. Dude, they go together. It's like they were meant to be together. Victory lap. I spent all that time on making the deck. We may as well see if it smashes someone else. The King of the Oathbreakers. This hand is bad. Too slow. This hand at least ramps. Kami of Whispered Hopes. The horn? Wait. Is this different? Why not? I need to put this in my tokens decks next time I play them. I love this card in Commander. I think it costs one less than it does. Does it cost one less? Now I can't remember how much it costs in Commander. Sorry. I didn't even know it was in the arena, okay? We have 4 mana next turn. I think I'm just going to play the Greeters here. Play the Signet later. Bygone Bish. I crack myself up. Company leader, Kami. Kami demands some attention, doesn't it? Bygone Bishop, huh? So our opponent might actually be trying the Spirits deck. Okay, can't wait for them to kill this. Whenever one or more counters would be put on a permanent, that many +1 are put on it instead. Rawr? I mean, if they're gonna kill something, we need to keep drawing out the removal. Let's play this. I know what you're doing over there. I know you're trying to have some sweet timing play. Anything of that? You like that? Dude, that... I don't know if that's the right target. I'm gonna be honest. I am not sure that's the target, but it is my commander, and some people have learned one thing about historic Brawl, and one thing only, and it's that you kill the commander. Every time. No matter what, the commander dies. That's what they know. They go to 9. Let me guess, you wrap the board? You don't wrap the board. Eh? What do you think? What do you think? Seems a tad strong. Seems a tad strong. What you got? Oh no! Whatever will I do? I love having Teferi's protection with me, even when I'm not playing blue. Teferi's such a good guy. I've got to do more victory laps. If the deck doesn't lose, it might just be busted. We have to find out. Our opponent? Tom Bombadil. Is this hand good against Tom? I really wish I had a 2-drop. But I think my 2-drop is going to be the Mana Dive. Thank you very much, Blue Sky Guy. Says best MTG YouTuber. There's some really great ones out there. There really are, but I appreciate that. All right, that is a tapped Deathcap Glade. That is a wonderful 2-drop draw. Sithis. Probably their best 2-drop in the deck. That goes. And you know what? I'll show my opponent how this whole Saga game is played. Dryad, Land, Gearhulk. Let's go right. Let's go right for it. Let's go right for it. With the transforming Zhugin, the counters are gonna come flying. That is a really good card. But they didn't have a follow-up, which means they probably have some very expensive cards in hand. Counter me? They always fear the commander, don't they? They always do. I am okay with it. Bath Song? Elspeth's Nightmare. Useless. Bath Song. Draw 2, discard 1. Tap land. And another land. Only one card in hand. Speaking of hand, that's where Aragorn is. You could get Verdurous up in this. We're going to transform the Invasion, so we don't need the Intervention. We could also play Elspeth. I think we get Verdurous. Strong, man. It's looking strong. But Tom is a scary deck. The long list. The long list of events. Yeah, I think it's about time for a God Bard. This deck might even be good with long list events. We love +1/+1 counters, and we have a variety of types. You can name Ranger, for example, for Aragorn. Time to put on the pressure. This isn't indestructible. No, it's not. Okay. Trample's good. Are we casting you? Whenever a creature enters the battlefield, put a counter on each creature you control. Decline, it's gone, but thank you for the option. We could hold up the intervention, but we have the array. We don't need to. Here's the pressure. Counters. You need like a farewell. It has to get around the light shield array, whatever it is. We are stuck on 3 mana, so if they hit a farewell, we are gonna die. They get a showdown off the top. Showdown reveals Fable? Verdant? Oh god, Verdant? Oh no. Displacer Kitten? Oh no. Destroy all lands? Actually, that might help us. That might help us a lot. We are slightly advantaged, but they still have the Weaver. Do they have instants? Do they have things that can play on our turn? That's the big question now. Man, with the heroic intervention, though, I've been a blowout with the Thran. If they cast the Grazer, they still have to take on the trample damage, but the Grazer can take on the Remnant. Flicker? Flicker does what? I couldn't see it. Another showdown. There's a Kami War. There's a Battle of Frost and Fire. Please play that. Stupid beast. And a Conjecture. Flickering. What are they getting? Verdant? Gust? Man, this needs trample. You got good. All right, you got the Gust. Oh, man, I don't think we're gonna get there. Wait, why are they scooping? They don't have the mana? They don't have the mana for Gust, but they still had the blocks. Didn't they? The trample gets them? The trample gets them. We have to keep playing. We can't put it down. We just beat Tom the Bomb Bombadil. And now we have Thalia and the Gitrog monster coming at us. Like, the opponents are getting serious. They're getting serious, but Aragorn ain't running. Aragorn is fearless. Who knew I was meant to be a +1/+1 counter player this whole time? I've never built a +1/+1 counter deck in my life. And now here we are. Neil wants to ask, how do you think it will hold up versus mono black removal tribal? Look, if there's one question that is the most pointless possible, it is, hey, I came up with in my head with the worst possible matchup for it. How do you think it'll do? I don't need my ego checked right now. I need to ride this high. Please don't harm me. Shugen defends the temple. Tempting, but I think we're doing just fine. Let's go Aragorn. Put a counter over here, and that puts a counter over here, and that swings. I mean, if they're playing a good Thalia deck, it usually has good removal. I know my Thalia deck had a lot of removal. There you go. The throat was gone for. And the farm is ambitious. Options. I want to keep drawing land, and maybe I'll pull some creatures off the top of the library while I do it. That's a tap land. That's a tap land. I think we can do better. Bruh, reinstalling Arena is like 7 gigs, but we got you to reinstall. We got another one, chat. I can't believe it was +1/+1 counters Historic Brawl that did it, but hey. We'll take them where we get them.
Too late to join us.
What do you think? Are we going to get to an Ajani ultimate? I like our chances. There's only 2 1/1s and there's a Bank Buster over there. How do I block that stupid Bank Buster? The champ can come down, but you really want another creature on the field. This is not going well. I guess I do need that mana. Replay my boy. Or Jugen. This just ends up chumping potentially, which would be so sad. And then the counters go on nothing. It's so bad. Alright. Let's go like this. Oh, casualties? I'm ready.
The enemies of perfection.
Yep. Real decks showed up. And we are back for a quick post-game wrap. And how would I rate Aragorn Company Leader and Rosie Cotton of South Lane in the Lord of the Rings Challenge? Rosie is a bit narrow for me, pretty underpowered, I would say, although definitely capable of putting pressure on an opponent who's not prepared. And I never won for much life gain synergy, so I'm gonna give Rosie a 5. I won't give her an ungood score, but I won't give her a good score either. Aragorn Company Leader smashed much harder than expected. It was a really good Timmy deck that made very large creatures very quickly, and I'm going to give Aragorn a 6. I'm still not a fan of +1/+1 counter strategy, but if you like it, this is a very exciting commander and better than I expected. Next up on the Lord of the Rings Challenge, you'll just have to wait and see. Thank you for watching this video. As always, I'll see you in the next video. You're cool.
Incoming transmission.
Cool kids, come in, cool kids. You're cool so you can hear this. We don't have much time. Join me at CovertGoBlue HQ. Follow the coordinates on your screen to CovertGoBlue HQ. CovertGoBlue HQ is your ultimate destination for everything CGB. Get your playmats. Get your shark tokens. And get the first look at all new merchandise that CGB releases. There's even more that's on the way. Gear up with the only merch that's 100% certified by the one in Best of One at the coolest place for the cool kids, CoolStuffInc.com. Head to CoolStuffInc.com/CGB. I'll see you at CovertGoBlue HQ. That's CovertGoBlue HQ. The one in Best of One. Do you love him?
Oh, yeah.
Envy him?
Híjole, madre de Dios.
Despise him? Yet admire him? Whether you're a student of the dojo or a salty mono red scrub, head over to Moxfield, the official home for all of my deck lists. Whether you're here for Standard, Brawl, or both, see all of my deck lists from the videos on this channel. Study the curve, see an example hand, or do a virtual playtest. Whether you're trying to beat the one or study your sensei, find everything you need at Moxfield. Moxfield.com, the best site for Magic the Gathering decks on the internet.